how to increase your testosterone. And before I continue on to the video, my name is Ricky Santos, and I'm creating this YouTube channel to help young men who feel like they have low testosterone and they feel like pretty miserable in their lives, to help them increase their testosterone. Okay, click that subscribe button if you want to help me build up this movement. Let's get into it. So the first thing, I'm going to talk about basics in this video. First of all, I didn't warn you about that, but I am going to talk about basics. But if you don't have the basics right, nothing of the advanced stuff will work. Okay, so you got to get the basics right, which is number one. Let's talk about steak and eggs. Now, what I mean by this is not just actual like red meat and just steak and beef. I'm talking about like steak as in general, like in animal protein, and eggs, because eggs are not the same thing as like meats and stuff like that. When I mean by steak, I mostly mean like meats, like animal meats and stuff like that. But in general, it just means animal protein. Okay, you should be getting in your animal protein to get in your zinc, your selenium, your copper, all those minerals that are essential for testosterone, as well as getting your cholesterol from your eggs and your red meat. Because these nutrients in this, especially in steak and eggs, are essential for testosterone. So you need them, bro. Now the next thing, and I know these are basic stuff, like, bro, you've heard this like a million times, but if you didn't know, these things are actually healthy for you. They're not bad. They don't cause cancer. That's like some BS that was invented by scientists in order for them to make you scared and buy their alternatives that are actually bad. But yeah, steak and eggs are not bad for you. They're not. Like, literally, they're not, bro. I'm literally telling you the truth. Let's talk about the next thing, which is carbs. There's a lot of controversy online that says, oh no, carbs are actually bad for you. They're bad for your health. They cause like diabetes. And first of all, maybe there's some people who are more sensible to certain types of carbs than others. That's obviously true. Okay, we know that our bodies are like different. People, or like every human being has different responses to certain foods, certain things. But carbs are not bad for you. Okay, unless you have like a really serious problem. Like, most of the time, bro, like, carbs are fine. Okay, it's about like the type of carbs that you eat, though. Like, maybe this is what I find like the most, at least for me, like the healthiest carbs that I eat are literally just fruits. Those are the only carbs that I mainly get from. Like, every now and then I'll eat some sweet potatoes, and potatoes are actually pretty good for you as well. Like, if you just want to limit yourself to just every single fruit, but you have like one or two vegetables on the side, that's fine. But carbs are essential. Like, literally, you might be thinking, oh, but there's people that are saying that, oh, it lowers testosterone and stuff. Well, yeah, no, duh. Anything that you eat, this is the thing, bro. Because all these scientists and all these, well, quote unquote, not even scientists, but all these influencers that are just trying to sell you like their methods that are super extreme, like the carnivore diet, it's all BS. Okay, and as well as the vegan diet, they're all BS. We're omnivores, bro. We're supposed to eat meat and vegetables. That's what we're supposed to do. Well, or plants, my bad, not vegetables, but plants in general. We're supposed to eat meat, plants, bro. We're supposed to be like this. Okay, and carbs are essential. Okay, to optimize for testosterone. Now, this doesn't mean, actually, no, my bad. Other way around. They're essential to optimize for testosterone, but they're not essential to live. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that we don't need to live. We don't need creatine as a supplement to live. We don't need any of that. But this is about optimizing testosterone. We're talking about like maximizing your testosterone. And yes, carbs make it so that you have more free testosterone in the bloodstream. And also, I think like most of these influencers talk about like how carbs lower testosterone and all that. It probably lowers like testosterone after eating, because it's like literally when you eat, whatever you eat, whether it's what I just previously said, or this, or you just eat something, it's gonna lower your testosterone because of the increase in prolactin, which is like the hormone that keeps you pretty much. And I know there's a lot of people online, there's a lot of things that they say online that prolactin is really bad. It's not. You just don't want it to be too high or too low. Prolactin, you need it to satiate. It's like a satiating hormone to make you lazy and make sure that you stop eating in excess. That's what prolactin is for. So carbs are not bad. And the reason why, which I haven't told you really, I just told you like, okay, carbs are essential, right? To optimize for testosterone. But why they're essential is because of the SHBG hormone. Okay, and I think, yeah, this hormone is pretty much like what binds to testosterone or hormones to convert to um, estradiol, which is like the main estrogen. So you don't want that to be too high, but you also don't want it to be too low because you actually need that to regulate testosterone and stuff like that. But in order for you to lower and keep it like at a good level, that it's not too high or too low, because you need this hormone for a lot of things, not just converting, but it's like it's really important hormone. But you don't want it to be too high to the point that it's lowering your testosterone, your free testosterone, because the testosterone that counts is not like just testosterone 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. It's like free testosterone, but I don't need to explain that right now. But you need it to be like in between high and low. You don't want it to be too high or too low. Okay? And in order for you to do that, you gotta eat carbs. You have to eat carbs, because if you don't eat carbs, this hormone is gonna be too high. And also, there's other things that are gonna increase. Like after training, you're supposed to eat carbs. If you don't eat carbs after training, cortisol is gonna spike up. What is cortisol? The stress hormone, which is bad for testosterone. We want that hormone to be low. Okay? And before I continue on to the next thing, by the way, I have a course on how to increase testosterone. A full course, like it'll talk about diet, everything that you need, all the implementation that you need. So if you're interested in that, click that link in the description. Let's talk about the next thing, which is sleep. You've heard this a million times. The other things you've probably heard a little bit, but you've heard this a million times. Sleep, bro. If you have terrible sleep, now if you already have like great sleep, you can skip this part of the video and go on to the next one. But if you have horrible sleep, like trash sleep, like I mean like you literally sleep only like 5 hours a day, you're not gonna optimize your testosterone, because sleep is when we make testosterone. Not during wake up hours, it's during sleep. And if you don't sleep, you're not gonna increase your testosterone. You need to sleep, bro. You need to sleep. Like it's kind of difficult for me because I have to wake up earlier because of school. It kind of f's up my sleep, but I still get in as much hours as I can. So 8-9 hours. It's still pretty good, but sometimes I get only 7, which you can tell the difference between like if I slept good or not in my testosterone. Like I just feel like I feel more energized when I sleep a little bit more. Now, obviously, too much sleep is bad. Obviously, everything that I talk about here in excess is bad, but you're not gonna like be an excessive person and sleep 14 hours in a day, right? You're not gonna eat like 200 or like 500 grams of carbs, and you're not gonna start eating like eggs every single meal. You're not gonna start doing that, right? You're not gonna eat like 20 eggs, 30, 40 eggs a day. Don't be extreme with this, but still, like, start sleeping more, bro. Like, if you have horrible sleep, and you have to have a consistent sleep, which I'll talk about like in the next part, how to have more consistent sleep, because it's tied in with sleep as well, than what I'm gonna talk about next. But sleep, you have to get it right. What you need to do is go outside in the sunlight in the morning, right? To get that sunlight in your eyes and get that circadian rhythm up. Also, you have to have a consistent sleep schedule. No matter if you have school, work the next day, or the weekends. Like if you have a week, like today, bro, it's literally Saturday. I went to sleep at 8 yesterday. You have to have a consistent sleep schedule. Otherwise, your sleep pattern is going to be so off. Your testosterone is going to be all like whack and weird. If you have a normal schedule to sleep, you have to maintain that sleep schedule. No matter if you want to go partying, or you want to watch a movie late, or you want to scroll on your phone late, or you want to play some video games with your friends late. Bro, if you actually care about your testosterone, you got to go to sleep at the same time every single day. Wake up at the same time every single day. Or at least try to. Yes, there's going to be some times that you go to sleep 30 minutes later than usual. Or you're going to wake up 1 hour before or 1 hour later. It's fine. Okay? As long as you're like consistent in your sleep, like it's not whack. It's not like really, really crazy. It's not like all crazy and stuff. You'll be fine. Okay? And let's talk about the last thing, which is sunlight. Bro, for me personally, when I started taking more sunlight, and it took me like 1 whole week to do this, I took like, let me check my app real quick, which I recommend you download this app. It's called D-Minder. It's a really good app. It's for free. It's like really helpful in tracking how much vitamin D you get from the sunlight, and also when to get sunlight, because you can only get sunlight at certain hours of the day. Like I didn't even know that until like I discovered this video the other day, and also have been researching. Okay, when's like the best time to get sunlight? And sunlight, believe it or not, like you can only get vitamin D in like a certain amount of time. I'm telling you right now, like literally in only a certain amount of time. And if you download this app, you can track like what time that is and like what's the best time. And it took me like, bro, one whole week, and I got like um around 217,000 IU, which is actually not bad. Okay, and maybe you might think, oh, that sounds like a lot. It was a lot. It took me like one whole week to just get like, I think like 200k IUs of consistently going on in the sunlight, and the effects of that, bro. I felt so good all the time. Like I felt like filled with energy. My sex drive was high. And by the way, testosterone is a sex hormone. So if you feel horny, you feel like you have high libido, that is a good thing. That means you have high testosterone. When you don't have that, you should be worried. I started getting morning wood every single day when I started taking sunlight. I started like, I don't know, I just felt more confident in myself as well. Like, and I felt more romantic. Like I literally, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think because I took sunlight, now I have a girlfriend. Like the week after I started taking sunlight, like then I got back into school. Then I spent like 2 weeks with with this girl so far. But I asked her to be my girlfriend, like without like me really being how do I explain this? Me being too scared. Yeah, I wasn't scared. Like I literally just asked her, and I already knew she wanted to be like my girlfriend because she was really attracted to me and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, I think it was so easy for me by the fact that I was taking a bunch of sunlight. I don't know if that's true. It could be true, bro. But like the increase in testosterone, my confidence, I'm pretty sure like, sunlight, bro, it's important. There's a reason why like gods, I mean gods, not gods. There's a reason why people worship, or yeah, like old time people like worshipped the sun. It was because, bro, the sun is literally life. Sun is literally like so important, like literally an essential to life. And if you're not taking sunlight, at least, bro, 30, 40, 50 minutes a day. And also depends on your skin color. If you're darker, it should take you like a longer time. If you are darker, take a supplement. I'm pretty dark myself, but it doesn't take me that long to. Well, it does take me like 2 hours to get like a decent amount of vitamin D, like 20k I use, which is a while. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of like white dudes out there take literally just like 30, 40 minutes to get that, which is wild. Like I don't know. But yeah, just be careful with this. Obviously, don't be excessive. Don't get yourself like sunburnt and stuff like that. Don't be stupid. Like take breaks from the sun. Like go outside for like 30, 20 minutes. Use the app that I told you to track like the time and how many IUs you are getting. Also, you have to like put like what skin color type and your height and your weight and all that stuff. The fatter you are, the harder it is for you to get sunlight. So, or at least get a vitamin D, not sunlight, but get vitamin D. And this is it for the video, bro. Go do these essentials, and you're gonna see a major boost in testosterone. I already told you, like, I got like a major boost in testosterone from just getting sunlight, bro. Like, it was crazy. I felt like so energized. I felt like so competitive. It turned on, and like my sex drive was insane. Now I'm 16, literally talking about sex drive, but I think that's a really important thing. It's a really big motivator that has motivated most of the stuff that I've done in my life, like building my physique, um, going to big major competitions in the sport that I do, which is track and field, and getting a girlfriend. Like it all just became so like it's still difficult. I'm not telling you it's not difficult, but it became like in a weird sense like easy, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? Like you'll understand it when you increase your testosterone, bro. Like go and increase your testosterone. Go and do things that you love to do. That increase testosterone, obviously. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go and like decrease your testosterone, bro. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said before, my name is Luis Cervantes. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button if you want to help me build this movement of helping young men just like you increase your testosterone through self-improvement, through doing these good habits that are actually good for you. Of course, it would be. Well, anyways, peace out. Do the hard work, especially when you feel like it, and God bless you, bro.